I there's many different ways of deduping stuff, and some of them are hands-on, and some of them are automatic. The automatic ones, I looked in like the search in like an EBSCO, for example, and sometimes when I did search results, it said that the duplicates, exact duplicates, were removed. But even in a single database like this one, this is Academic Search Ultimate. It's grabbing from a whole bunch of different sources, and duplicates may happen. But if you're going across several databases, how do you weed through that? Well, this is what I do to weed through duplicates like that. I use a citation manager. The one that I use is called Zotero. In the email, I'll send you a link of how Zotero works. But what I've done, to give you a sample, I'll show you how it works if you're not familiar with it. So what I've done is I went through an education database called ERIC, and I did this key search term, and I downloaded all the citations into Zotero. And then I went into a psychology database, and I did the same search, and I downloaded the results. And now I'm going to go into Academic Search Ultimate, and I'll show you how I grab those results in Zotero, but then I'll show you what I do afterwards. The cool thing about duplicates is that it's validating the research that you're doing. And when you're doing a literature review, the more that you run into duplicates, the better you can feel about the completeness of it. So for what it's worth, there's a little bit of silver lining to that dark cloud. Now this one, they've got a ton. So I'm going to limit to, I'll limit to 2018? I don't know if that's wise. And peer reviewed? Is that going to narrow it down way too much? Oh, 123, good grief. Okay. So that little button that I clicked up at the top is something that contacts Zotero, and then it says, what do you want to download? And you can do it one at a time. I'm going to go crazy and select all. We'll see if it does it. I've been having problems with Zotero, and it came back with errors saying, So this is my little progress window. Is it going to download 123 citations? I should have done a different search. Hey, I can't believe it. It did it. It's definitely not liking it though. So we'll let this churn through. What it's doing, Zotero or citation managers, will take the metadata or the things that you use in an APA citation, for example, screen scrapes them and puts them into a small database that you run on your computer and on a cloud equivalent. I wonder if it's done. Okay, let's go over to Zotero. Okay, so I've done 3 databases, and now I have duplicates. How do I find those duplicates? Well, if you click on like the first one, it's a comparative study, and it's a comparative study. It's like the same thing, and you can see it's Thorsel et al. And you could go through by title, or you could go through and just look for, here's another one, Waters et al. And the ones, so you'd have to do manual deduplication. This gets annoying and unsustainable when the search is huge, but typically we want smaller searches. So let me know if this is what you were looking for. Oh, if I didn't want one in my, so I've got my folder. I would just right click, and I don't want to duplicate the item. I want to move the item to trash. And then, so that's how you would do it. You would just go through this list of things like that. Let me know how it goes, and I'm happy to help further. And again, I'll send you a little Zotero intro video, just enough to get you started. And have a good one.